All right, look, y'all, I know I'm late, but I promise y'all it is not my fault. I ordered this figure early from Nippon Yasan, and this is basically what I got from them.
Stupid. I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Just a friendly reminder from your boy Animated Heroes, don't forget to check out my boys at Sculptimo Toys for the best figures, best prices, and fastest shipping if you guys haven't already. Let's get into it. But on the real, y'all, what the heck is up? Animated Heroes here, back with another action figure review. And as you guys can see today, we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Son Goku Ultra Instinct. And I know everyone and their mom have already reviewed this figure, so I'm going to be doing it pretty quick. I'm just going to show you guys what I think about it. And in case you might have missed something in another review, I'll try to cover that. But as you guys see, and as always, we will start with that sexy packaging. So let's talk about that first, and then we'll dive right into the figure. Now, though I'm not the biggest collector of the Dragon Ball series, I do always appreciate the sexy packaging. I love it a lot. I cannot complain. As you guys see, we do have the window packaging. We got Goku and a couple of the accessories right there that you can see. It says SH Figuarts Son Goku Ultra Instinct right there. Cool, badass image of him right here. Bandai Tamashii Nations at the bottom, so you know it's real. Dragon Ball Super, the Toei sticker, a bunch of Japanese stuff. Nothing much going on at the top. Not much going on at the bottom. You got Son Goku Ultra Instinct with a picture of him, which looks dope. On the side, of course, you got some more shots going on here. Nothing much going on this side right here. And then, of course, on the back, you do have the figure and a whole bunch of poses you can get him into. And then the stuff at the bottom that no one really cares about. So let's go ahead and get this figure out of the packaging so we can take a look at it. Now, since the release of the Super Warrior Awakening Goku, I've been hearing multiple times, over and over, this is the best Goku, this is the best Goku, that's going to be the best Goku. And honestly, I got to say that out of all of them, this is the one that I do like the most. Because I always like Goku when he's the most battle damaged. That's when he looks the coolest to me. And I really like what they've got going on with this figure. As you guys can see, they did give us that new hair sculpt. Thankfully, I'm glad everyone begged Tamashii Nations for that, because it came out pretty good. As you guys can see, it does look a little bit windswept. They did a really great job on the eyes. As you guys can see, I love the scratches that are on the body. It would look a little bit cooler if they were colored in, but I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. Some shading on the body would have done this figure some justice as well. But other than that, as you guys can see, you've got the battle damage, all the rips in the clothing and things like that. The lower body isn't anything we haven't seen before, but everything looks good. It's all clean. I just wish that there was a little bit more shading on this figure. I feel like it would have topped it off, made it look a little bit cleaner. But everything else looks really good, so I can't complain about that. Let's go ahead and put him back and see how tall he stands. Then we'll dive into that articulation. Now, to the top of his hair, Son Goku stands a little bit over 6 inches to the top of his head. He's at about 5.5. So obviously he's going to fit in scale perfectly fine with your Dragon Ball SH Figuarts. Articulation wise, he looks up about that much. Not a whole lot, of course, because of the hair. He looks down very well, so I dig that. Of course, he does have all the tilt going on, a lot of it coming out of the neck, but it does help capturing more expressions and things like that. So you have that available. His arm goes up and out about that much. As you guys can see, there's definitely a bit of a butterfly joint in there. Not the most effective, but of course it does work if you want to bring his arm in, so that's fine with me. He does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Of course, his wrists or hands are on the ball peg, as always with Tamashii Nations, and this one's hard to take off. But yeah, there it is. As you guys can see, same thing we've been getting with them. He does have a diaphragm joint, not the most effective. He crunches forward a whole lot more than back. Of course, once you do back too much, you do get that weird gap in there. You can turn him at the waist, and you can turn him a little bit at the diaphragm, but I don't really recommend that. So most of the turns are going to come out of the waist. Now, it looks like this shirt piece right here, the blue one, is a separate piece. Actually, it looks like both of these are. And so they're not molded on. You could probably take them off. But yeah, of course, you can move those as well. His foot goes out about that much, back about that much. He can do the splits about this much if you tuck this pants piece right here into the top part right there. I don't know what to call these. I guess floating pieces. If you tuck them in, he can do it about that much. Now, he does have a swivel built in right there. He does have double jointed knees, of course, on both knees, so that's good. He doesn't have any kind of swivel right down here. His foot goes down about that much, up about that much, and of course, he does have toe hinge. So articulation-wise, nothing we haven't seen before, but it's still very effective, so I can't complain. Now, accessory-wise, we don't have anything we haven't already seen before either. As you guys can see, he does come with a neutral expression that's on his face as of right now. He comes with a pair of fist hands. For other expressions, he comes with this face where he's kind of looking off to the side. I really like this one. It's cool that they included it. He does come with a teeth-gritted face as well, which all the eyes on these look nice, but this next one is definitely my favorite one, because as you guys can see, it's a yelling, screaming face, but his eyes are actually, like, his pupils are dilated. And the thing I like about that is that's actually something that happened in the anime, which means that Tamashii Nations was paying attention to detail. His eyes did get a lot smaller when he was raging in this form, and I like that they captured that. And it's something small, but it's just stuff like that I always appreciate. Now, as far as hands go, he does get a pair of open palm blast hands we've seen before. He does get a pair of stylish Kamehameha hands, whatever you want to call them. And then, of course, he does get his martial arts hands as well. So nothing new in terms of hands. Now, one thing I also like that they included was an updated Kamehameha effect, which looks so much better than the old one. I do like the translucent plastic that they used and the blue that they decided to go with this time. Now, all of these are probably not plugged in properly because I didn't feel like playing Tetris with this thing, but you guys get the gist of how it's supposed to look. Now, for some size comparisons, here he is standing next to the SH Figuarts, 25% of his power usage Jiren, and of course, the one god who better defeat the enemy in the manga right now,
the almighty Prince Vegeta!
Next up, here he is standing next to the SH Figuarts 2.0 Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and of course, the SH Figuarts Lord Beerus. Now, lastly, for two more different size comparisons, here he is standing next to the Mezco 112 scale Pink Skull, and of course the DC Essential Sinestro. Now, as far as my final thoughts go on this figure, I'd say he's cool, definitely worth having in your collection. He's not something that I'm just like extremely excited about, but you guys know how I am when it comes to Dragon Ball figures. If it's Goku or Vegeta, once you've got one, you've pretty much got them on. So that's kind of how I feel about this guy. He's definitely worth having in your collection if you like Ultra Instinct. It's not really a form that I care much about myself. I still like Super Saiyan Blue much better, but it's cool. I do hope that they make Omen. I feel like they'll probably do it as some kind of SDCC or NYCC exclusive, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, pick the guy up if you can. I think he retails for like $60. I paid roughly, I think 70 because I got it from Ami. So yeah, he should be hitting the States soon. Get your hands on him if you can. If not, you're not missing out on a whole lot. But yeah, if I had to rate it, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. I just wish that they added a little bit more shading to the figure. So that's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more content, and follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. And that being said, peace.